In villages and performance halls across South Korea, traditional music and dance are kept alive. One of the most important forms is called nonggak, or the farmer's dance. Tea also holds a special place in Korean culture. There are deep meanings in the way that tea is prepared and presented, and crunchy rice cakes are often served on the side. But if you really want a taste of South Korea's past, nothing beats a visit to one of its graceful palaces. Gyeongbokgung Palace, located in Seoul, was first built in 1394. Today, just as yesterday, South Koreans take pride in opening their doors to family and friends. Giant spreads of delicious food are often a big part of their heartfelt hospitality.
Dinah and her family live in a beautiful neighborhood on Staten Island, just a quick drive from downtown Manhattan. I was so excited to meet her. She's an amazing cook and has a lot to teach me about Korean food. Dinah, thank you so much for having us in your home. I'm so excited to learn about Korean foods.
I'm so glad that you're here, Mara.
And this is for your garden. This is some basil for you.
Wonderful. I love herbs and
gardening.
Good. So this will be put to very good use.
Oh, good. Now, I know one thing that I'm dying to find out about. I know Chinese food, and I think we all know sushi from Japan, but Korean food I'm not quite as familiar with.
Korean food is really a combination of various influences. Since China is right next door and Japan is also contiguous, it has a big influence on Korean cuisine. But what's different about Korean cuisine, it's very healthy, light, most items are grilled or braised, and there's a lot of vegetables. So I'm going to share some of those spices with you today.
Oh, good. So what are we going to be making for our first course here?
Well, what I'd like to make for you is the most famous Korean dish, which is called Pull Gogi.
Pull Gogi.
Korean BBQ beef.
Okay. Oh, nice.
And Pull Gogi means fire meat in Korean, and we're going to cook it on a grill. That's why I'm getting that ready. So let's begin. What I have here is some sliced prime rib that's sliced very thin, as you could see here, and I pre-sliced it to save some time.
Oh, great.
But you could also use flank steak, sirloin, anything you want.
Okay.
But we're going to start off by making a marinade.
Okay.
So this is where some of the most common Korean spices come in.
Okay.
You'll see a lot of scallions, a lot of garlic, use of Korean ground red pepper, sesame seeds, sesame oil. And so what we're going to start first is to put some either soy sauce or sukiyaki sauce.
What's sukiyaki?
Sukiyaki sauce actually has a Japanese influence and has some sugar and other seasonings in it, but it's kind of like soy sauce, but it's an extra touch. Then Koreans love to use roasted sesame seed oil.
I love that.
Smell that? It's so aromatic.
Oh, that is
so we're going to put some of that in here.
delicious.
And then roasted sesame seeds are a staple in all Korean dishes.
Okay.
So we're going to put a bunch
And
of
is this
this
for
in.
flavor mainly? For texture?
For flavor and also a little crunch in there. And then we're going to add just a little bit of Korean ground red pepper. So here we have some chopped garlic. We have a lot of scallions here. About 2 scallions chopped lengthwise into 2.5-inch pieces. And we're also going to add a little salt and sugar.
Salt and sugar. Oh.
This is sugar. We're going to add some sugar.
So it's going to be a little sweet. Okay.
A little sweet and a little spicy.
It's going to cover all of the different parts of our taste palette.
Yes. And we're going to add a little bit of salt. And some black pepper because we want to layer those different flavors of pepper. We're going to mix this all up and smell. That is very aromatic.
Oh, that smells delicious. You can tell that it's got a little bit of a bite, and the sesame seeds really come through.
And now what we're going to do is just pour this marinade all over the beef.
Okay, great. And how long does something like this have to marinate for?
So you could really marinate about 30 minutes or overnight in the refrigerator. And so we're going to mix this all up, and then we'll let this marinate in the refrigerator. But I have some prepared already, so we can get cooking, because I know you're hungry.
I'm ready. I'm ready to try this.
Very good. So here we have some already marinated.
Okay.
And I have my grill preheated. Hot. So if you like, you want to help me
I'd love
grill
to.
some up?
When the thin slices of beef hit the hot barbecue grill, it cooks up super fast and fills the kitchen with the most delicious aromas. So is beef a traditional meal in Korea? Is this a traditional Korean meal?
Well, beef is served for every celebration, and Koreans prefer to eat beef, although they also eat chicken and so forth, and fish.
And fish, a lot of seafood.
Yes.
But this is more like a special occasion type
Yes, any
meal?
birthday, any holiday, you would serve Pull Gogi.
Oh, wonderful. Dinah had a chance to make Pull Gogi and other traditional Korean dishes on some of the most popular TV shows in America.
Martha Stewart loves Korean food, and so she invited me on her show to cook Korean barbecue beef, and it was such a thrill meeting her and cooking Korean barbecue beef, and I gave her very spicy kimchi as well.
Oh, you did? Could she handle it?
Yes, she said she likes hot food.
And then who else? I heard you were on Rachel Ray's show.
As a matter of fact, I entered a Rachel Ray contest, and I was the national winner in her cooking contest last year, and I ended up winning the contest.
Oh my gosh, that is so exciting. Great, I bet your mom will be proud. And I know your mom's in the living room, so why don't we go while this is finishing up, because I'd love to meet her and hear her story about how she came to America back in the 60s.
Sure, it's a really fascinating story.
Oh, great, okay.
Coming up, a taste of Korean culture, when A Taste from the Melting Pot continues.